not.
No, but I want to know when we made this nickname and I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Side.
No, I just came up with it.
She bad. I feel like I've walked into a conversation. How you guys doing?
But you're already playing the part. You're doing well. You are a real one, by the way.
Thank you very much. I'm a real one.
You are a real one.
Tell me about your exes. I start. Tell me. By the way, let me tell you.
What?
Kama wewe ni mwanaume.
Guys,
when you get it.
Why do exes just pop up from the woodwork? I know it was not supposed to be my story, but this is my story. Why do exes just pop up from the woodwork? I don't know. It's 2024 the year of exes.
I hope not.
No,
I hope not. Because I don't want nothing to do with any of them.
There's not a single ex in your lineup of exes. Who can make a comeback?
I don't have beef with them, but I don't want them popping back up hey, what's up, girl?
No, guys. Here's my question. There's not a single ex of yours at the moment, from the beginning of time. Till here now, right? Who can make a comeback into your life? And it wouldn't be such a terrible, right?
From beginning of time?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Allah?
If you're about to tell me Eve.
Nah, Eve.
Beginning of time.
I'm not Adam.
This guy, you know the way he is, eh?
Nah, from the beginning of time, there's one ex. She's married now, has babies and kids and whatnot. But
so she's happy.
Yeah, she's happy, and it was that puppy love relationship.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and even the breakup was just. It was kiddish, so maybe.
I know the husband has broken the TV right now.
The husband has no idea.
He doesn't know unless she says, it's me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, people know these things. Have you ever asked yourself, right? You meet this couple, right? But the babe just hates you, right? The babe just hates you.
Yeah.
For example, you meet Carrie with a babe, right? And then you're just hey, what's up? You're just wondering, why does Carrie's babe hate me?
Yeah.
Kumbe, you don't know Carrie has a thing for me. Right? So now, the way he talks about me in that household is not the same friend here we are seated. Every time it's just I was hanging out with Combox. Combox has this new thing. You're even here. Combox. That has happened. That's happened.
What do you mean?
A friend of mine called me during their intercourse with.
No way.
Yeah.
Stop lying.
Yeah, wait. That's how I found. And do you know how I found out?
Stop lying.
This babe was eyeballing me. I'm just saying, girl.
What? Please start from the beginning.
Did you stay on phone?
No. What?
Yeah, they called you during intercourse.
Nigga.
You stay on phone. What's going on?
Okay.
Are you running?
How did this conversation go? I want every single detail. Explain.
No. So me, I'm there. I'm just minding my business. And then I bite myself. And I bleed. Right? And the person I was staying with goes someone has talked about you. But then I didn't know who. A few weeks later, I'm hanging out with this guy. Then I'm just so he tells me, yo. I'm why are you guys acting weird? And why is your babe
looking at me weird?
She's just all aggressive and you know how babes can talk without saying anything.
Yeah.
She didn't even need to roll her eyes, but you can tell,
she wants to roll her eyes at me.
There's some drama here. Then he tells me, during intercourse, I kind of call your name. I'm which name? Sheila is normal. But he said, Kwambooks. She said, Kwambooks. I'm just I don't know whether
my God. That must have been so awkward.
Yeah, not for me though.
You didn't feel awkward?
Me. For now, I'm just I don't know. I don't think he has a crush on me or anything like that. He's my boy.
So why would he say your name in the most intimate time?
I think he must have been thinking about other things.
And then Kwambox came to mind.
Yep.
Men don't think about other things when they're having sex.
Oh.
This is why
let's unpack. That's why we have a man on the podcast. Do you guys think about other things during sex?
Do you guys think about
I've always said it. If you want to think about something else or if you want to think about someone else, close your eyes. If you're having sex with someone and they close their eyes, they don't want to look at you in the face.
There we go.
Just know they're picturing something or picturing someone or trying to remember something or a moment
or your face is removing the shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, your face is removing the shots.
If you're having sex and there's eye contact, know it's you. They're actually there with
now,
you.
Now, if it's doggy style, how will I know?
Can you just straight up start with doggy style? So you have to
show me.
You have to do other things.
Kwanza, those ones that like doggy style all the time, man. Just know you're not pretty. They don't want to look at your face.
You guys can never be trusted.
No, you can't be trusted.
You can't be trusted.
about.
but that's
we
the
are talking
truth.
about exes, and somehow we ended up in. Anyway, I was talking about ex, not sex.
No, it's because you're the one who
Thanks.
said your name was called in. I don't think that.
yeah.
If it has ever happened, no one has ever told me.
Yeah, so
Thank
if you
God.
meet him again,
I'm
just
sure
tell
it
him
hap-
next
it has
time-
I'm sure it has,
Next
but
time,
thank God
close
they
your
haven't told
eyes.
me.
As in, don't call out Kwambox.
Yeah. But like, I mean, these people, these close your eyes.
Yeah.
I know there's someone else
know,
who's probably
honestly,
done it. It's
just
just the
trying
nurse
to-
said it.
Think of that moment, like out of all of the names you could have said.
Kwambox is sexy.
No, I'm just.
Huh? What are you trying to say? Because Joyce, you can get away with Joyce. Like, I'm like, Joyce, then you'd be like, Joyce, rejoice.
Unataka juice.
Yeah, like it's so
I will
specific.
give you Joyce.
Orange juice.
You can mess around with it, but once you've said
That's
Kwambox,
what I mean. Like Kwambox is so specific. Like you said, Sheila could be like anybody. But
What?
Kwambox, that's so specific.
yeah. After that, there's no coming back. I mean,
There's
there's no coming. You think she's going to let you arrive to your destination?
Absolutely not.
I
Has
should
that
have
ever
asked
happened
him
to any
though.
of you? Have you said someone else's name?
Nah.
Yo,
think
there's a
I
hack,
am not
babe.
stupid.
There's a hack.
Don't say names.
Once
Everybody
you've
said-
learned the word
Yeah.
babe,
Yeah.
stick to it. Don't try to be fancy here.
Yeah, man.
Ati Zephania. Nebukadi.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Babe. Umetosha.
Baby, all of them.
That's
Sweetheart,
enough,
whichever
guys.
you want.
It's enough.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. So have we figured out why exes are coming back? Or
No,
'cause
me.
I don't have an ex I would want to come back. Like
Equally, there's no
romantically.
amicable one you had. Like you guys
No,
broke up
there've
because
been a
of
few amicable ones, but
someone
like
is leaving the country.
they
or something.
ended for a reason.
maybe some. No,
So-
you don't have any that. Wait, Joyce, wait.
No, imagine they ended for a
Where
reason.
any?
Gangster.
You don't even have those ones of like, yo, I've gotten a job, Ukumaju, I gotta go. Oh, don't go. We'll do this long distance thing, then you try the long distance. As soon as they get to JK, you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It's too much.
I've never done long distance. Let's just start there.
Yeah.
If you're moving, we break up. But that has never happened.
Yeah.
I just don't have anyone I would want back in my life like that.
We're going to have another
you ever
episode.
Gone back, have
Yeah.
you ever gone back to an ex just for a smash?
I have. I regretted it
Ah,
immediately.
then you have
Really?
exes that would come back.
No, but I was like really young and I thought like, oh my God, I thought he had changed. And then immediately it happened. I was like, yeah, he's absolutely the exact same person. And I remembered every single reason why we broke up. So never did it
No,
again.
I'm not talking about going back into the relationship.
The shag.
Yeah, the shag.
Oh, you're talking about like a shag, not
Yeah, because
a...
I'm here thinking you thought that like the shag had changed. They probably-
Yeah, even me.
He learned some new skills. You know?
I thought the person had changed because that's why we broke up. Like we're not agreeing on like a lot of things. But we tried it and it did not work out. That's all
It
I'm
here
going to
being
say.
the sex.
No,
Yeah.
the relationship
Oh, they
again.
did.
No,
okay.
it's too early.
Just checking. Hey, baby. Yo, so me, that's what's been happening. I feel like, I don't know. Okay, let me not be presumptuous. You know, you can think your ex is coming back into your life, and then you're thinking it's because they've missed your bomb, chicka wow wow.
But
Yeah, no, maybe they're just, they've just realized that I'm a normal person they can be friends with.
yeah, I mean, being friends is that's fine. Being
Yeah.
friends is fine. But
You can be
sometimes
friends
if
with
they,
your exes.
if they, no,
That's-
like
imagine-
amicably,
Imagine you can reach a certain level of adulthood where this is possible.
yeah, especially
Where
if it's
you-
been
you're
like a
just
couple of
hanging out with
years. You know what I
exes,
mean? Not hanging out,
No,
but
I'm
like
telling
no
you.
fucking
if
way.
it's been a couple of years and we happen to be like in the same place, I don't think it's like it's an issue. Not even a couple of years. Like if
Yeah.
we happen to bump into each other, especially in like social events, it's not awkward. We can like hang out and talk, but it's not like, oh my God, have you been? I missed
What do you think
so
Yeah,
would
but
be
much.
that's what
awkward?
friendship is. Like, calling the person,
Hey.
hanging
Yeah,
out
no,
with
I'm
the
not
person.
talking about
Like, what are you
driving.
doing
No,
this
no, no,
weekend?
no.
Brother,
I'm talking like-
everybody relax first. We have not said friendship. Don't use big words. I'm saying hanging out.
Yeah, like amicable.
Kuhang.
So you can't be friends with your ex.
Hey, I don't know. You know, that one. I mean, wow. Kuna
Did you just say wow?
Yeah. No, because I don't know. Because friends, I mean, when I think of friends, right? Like a friend is a very heavy word.
Yeah, it is.
Right? And then I think for me, maybe not, I don't know about being friends, but what I'd love to know is, I think the thing that makes it difficult to hang out with exes is, for me, I'll speak for myself, right? Like there we're cool, and I've done it before. We're cool, everything is fine. Yeah, you moved on, I moved on, whatever. And then you just see someone howling at them.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, what the fuck are you doing hollering on my ex, yo? It's like, then you're just like, well, this is why we can't be friends.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, no.
I'm not ready to see.
I'm not ready to
this.
see you. I don't know. I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
I don't want to imagine it. Even people I meet, I always tell them, pretend you're a virgin.
Yani, you're there watching this video and I know you also didn't have a Valentine's. So you subscribe and be our Valentine.
Never been with anybody else, right? Because I don't want to start imagining your hoeing ways. Yeah.
Funny how active is your imagination?
Yo,
How active is your imagination?
It's possible I'm an anxious. What is the
Anxious
personality
attachment.
type? Well, I don't know whether it's anxious attachment, but like, you know, like I saw a meme today, and this guy was like writing how like anxious people receive messages. So like, you know, the way you say, we need to talk. Okay, now it's like,
scenario.
yeah, I'm already in worst case scenario. You must be pissed at me. What did I do?
Yeah, what did I do?
Yeah. So like I already, yeah.
Okay.
So hanging out with an ex is just,
That's too much.
If for me, I believe if exes are friends, there's maybe something from the relationship that you're still hanging on to. Most of the time, it's smashing. Like, so if someone is friends with their ex, just know this one.
Kifaranga.
Yeah, they're either having sex or maybe, I don't know, like someone was benefiting from the relationship. Probably, you know, having someone to talk to, shit like that. So
see, that's what I'm saying. That's why you'd be friends with your ex. Like, okay, look, this might not have worked out, but we were really good. We're good friends, right? Like your jokes, you slap. Like I recently went for lunch with an ex who, you know, I've talked to you about the person.
Yeah.
And I was kind of nervous about going for the lunch because I was just like, okay, we're gonna have an awkward conversation about why did we end?
Yeah.
Right? And I think in my head I hadn't even resolved all those things.
Yeah.
So I get to the lunch and it ended up being such an awesome. I remembered why we worked because we have so many stories.
Yeah.
Like we can talk about space and you know everything in between and have massive laughs. But that's about it.
yeah.
Like
That
I
makes
don't
sense.
think we can be in a relationship. So I think this is just a level of maturity that I've unlocked that you are yet to unlock.
Excuse me, I'm not in this. Him
So
said
after-
smashing.
Smash.
Please.
So-
Him said smashing.
Yeah.
Me, I
So
didn't say smashing.
after the lunch, like you keep on talking. You know how you talk to your friends, like constantly.
Yeah. So we're cracking jokes and like, yo.
That's how people get back together. I swear, that's how people get back together. Like it just starts with contact kidogo.
That's
evil,
why you can't be friends
and
with
then
your
now you're
ex.
gonna find yourself. Now you're contradicting yourself.
No,
You just had lunch
I'm
with your
thinking
ex.
Now it's clicking. Now it's clicking.
Because I'm thinking in a relationship perspective, right? Like if I meet somebody and we're dating, right? And then they know that now they watch this episode, then they call me, yo, babe. How many of your exes are you friends with?
Guy.
I'm just saying, where are you getting this info?
Yeah.
So I've watched Boxpod episode 49. I'm just saying, I was talking out my ass. Yeah. But I'd think I'd feel some type of way if my person is super close with their ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how
Even
about
me, it's ever ended one of my relationships. Them being super close with like their
I think-
ex. And like, cause I was always under this impression of we're always such good friends.
Yeah.
If we can like maybe like hold on to that or not even hold on to that. If that's something that still works, like especially because I've mostly dated people in the industry, we're going to bump into each other.
Yeah.
So things are usually not awkward because we're such good friends. Like you're saying, we crack jokes, we figure stories, we do nini. And then I saw this quote that said, if two exes are still friends, one of them is still in love. And I remember thinking, it's not me. I'm still not me. I've moved on. So it was definitely the other person who was still in love. And then I started looking at friendships with the exes a bit differently. Because before I was like, yeah, we can be cool. We're boys, we're friends before we dated, yada, yada. But after I saw that quote, I was like, because I'm definitely not the one who's in love. It has to be this other person.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Ma-
So it's either this or that. Because now I'm evaluating myself. I'm like,
too.
Because there's always someone who has like an inkling of hope that things will still work out. And that's usually never
the
me.
shittest.
Yeah.
Because me, when I move on, like even my friends usually ask me, even you, there's a time you ask me, how do you detach so easily?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I move on like real quick. Like once
It's on.
this situation is over, it's over. It's gonna take some time. It's going to pull at my heartstrings, but me, I move on. There's no, there's a chance we can get back together. I'm like, I'm done. So 99% of the time, I'm never the one who's always hoping something will work out. It's just that the friendship is so familiar and I love it so much. And I think that's what, not even I think, I'm 100% sure that's what attracted me to them.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to fall back into being friends.
The familiarity.
Yeah, the familiarity.
Yeah,
This person knows things I haven't told people, you know. Because when it comes to relationships...
Do you have a routine like you used to detach?
Yeah, me I have.
Bro, do I have a routine?
Yeah. Step number 1. So now we've discussed and we're like, okay, you can fuck off. Okay, me too. Thank you.
Okay.
Step number 1, block everywhere. You have to, right? Yeah. Let me give you... See, I gave you that advice, Juicy. Yes. You have to stop.
Not see them.
You can't just be there
seeing them.
You're there. Because now those exes... Shout out to you, I'm not pointing a finger, but those exes who break up and they still live in the same house. Stop cheating us. The deposit, the lease is still under... Stop. In the name of love, cheating us. You're still smashing. If you're living in the same house with your ex-wife, come on.
Bro, imagine that has happened to me, but I was broke. I couldn't move out immediately. It took me like 2 months.
A level of
2 months.
You guys were still in the relationship,
no,
right?
We weren't.
No, but you're technically still in the relationship.
Absolutely not. We were
it's not. Would there be room for somebody else to date you?
But I mean, we did see each other every day, almost.
Exactly.
Imagine your relationship. It was just a long, prolonged fight.
No.
Imagine you're peleking, like you've taken someone out on a date, right? Yeah. And then now you're dropping them home. So where do you live? Yeah. Just here. And then you're just in the ex. Oh, you've come back. Did you bring for me steak? Did you also this? I brought for you the doggy bag.
Guys, it wasn't okay. Listen,
she's going into that house.
Listen,
with the ex.
It wasn't every day because obviously I took most of my stuff and went back to my parents' house. But the reason why we both got that house, it was very convenient for us and where we work.
House, though. Yeah.
So when I was not working, I was at my parents' house. And then other times when I was working and I needed to be close to like the office and where I'm going, I would be in that house. It was weird. But we figured it out.
Wait. Nah. What in the passive aggressiveness is that? Because me, honestly, I can't tell you. Like, if you're an ex, like, listen, future person, we're never breaking up. So you're never going to be an ex. Shut up. No, but like, okay, in the hypothetical event, right, that I have a future person and then we break up. Because we were living in the same house. Please, can you find your dignity and find a place to live out there, right? We are not staying in the same house. That's for sure. We're not staying in the same house.
No, but also I am the one who was paying most of the rent for that house. So
why did you ask that person to leave?
You just kick them out.
I did.
One time. Once I say it's over, you can't tell me now where we like your parents. Yeah. Your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Go to your parents.
It's one of those exes who always like hold on to hope and like they would always use that thing for like, oh, I need to be like close to work, yada yada yada, because we had decided to end things like almost like amicably. But when they saw like me, I was like moving on. That's when things got like proper toxic and like I took all of my things. I even went and like lived with another friend of mine in Kilimani.
You left your house?
Yeah, I left the house. I was like, bro, you are going to have to sort the rent for the next month. I'm out. Because now when they started seeing that like I'm seriously like I'm moving on, like we are broken up because they're always holding on to hope that if we are still around each other, maybe we can still yeah. So
you were living in your bikini.
Yeah. Listen, it was complicated, okay?
I don't even want to leave.
It was complicated.
If it was that bikini photo, I'd understand.
It was complicated, okay?
Okay.
But yeah.
Your exes, we gotta leave the exes in the past.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, because by the time we had broken up, I'd already paid like 70% for that month. So I was like, I'm definitely staying.
Hey.
Long story.
No, but like, out of all your exes, right? Okay, clearly there's none you're getting back with. There's none you've said there's none that you're amicable with.
No,
you're amicable with a few, right?
With,
like you can have lunch, dinner, whatever.
Yeah, but I don't want them back.
Carrie?
Yeah, I've got one.
Is this somebody's wife?
Yeah.
You guys are hanging out?
No, we don't hang out, imagine. It's just that like...
You're
the one you want to...
No. If things were different,
these guys lakeys.
Nah. Right now it's gone. But to think about it, that's one breakup that, it was easy. And even like right now, we meet each other, we'll just, banter, be friends. And
would you smash?
No.
You would be tell the truth.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
No.
We're not judging you.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay, no, it's cool. I get it.
I don't want to break up at home. I'll be that guy.
Yeah. You're the only Kenyan who doesn't want to do that. Break up home.
Okay, what if they broke up?
kids.
And she wanted
That's what I'm
smash.
saying. You're waiting in the sidelines. Maybe their
Nah.
Valentine's didn't go too well. Maybe did I tell you how
You
this
think I'm
babe?
gonna wait in the sidelines for that long?
No,
man?
not
Yeah,
waiting.
see.
What if she looks for you? She's like, hey, you are like my best smash now that I'm single.
Yeah.
What's up?
And couples are usually, especially
Nah,
married
I doubt
couples.
it was the best. Aki. I mean, I was a kid at the time. I doubt it was the best.
You're the only guy who has ever said anything like
At least
that.
you're honest. You know?
for real.
Niggas are always
Yeah.
telling us that they get 5-star ratings.
No, you
From
gain
day
This
one.
5-star general.
Gain experience. I'm definitely better now than the time I was a kid. You know, at that time, you didn't
100%.
know.
There's
That time
experience
was just
now.
twa.
You're in
now?
Davido's video twe. No, guys, I was telling you. So, see, Valentine's has just happened.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right? Of course, us.
Uh-huh.
Baby, did you do anything for Valentine's? As a singular individual.
Yeah. I love myself.
Guys, how are we single in Valentine's? I like how did we get here? How did we get
Bro,
here?
yeah, I feel like most Valentine's.
For me, I've been
are found
consistent.
me
I feel like I've been
single.
consistent with being solo. How did you
Oh, yeah,
guys
that's
join
true.
this?
You
Anywho.
active.
Yeah. And but there's
Very
something
never
called
used to have a song
zoeing.
about
You know when you've been single for too long, unaanza kuzoea.
Okay, for real.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
true. That's true.
like try and
That's true.
be intermittently kuchomoka.
To
You know,
remind yourself.
yeah, you have to. So go on dates, nini,
Yeah.
evaluate. Usike tu hivyo nde ati because I'm single and not ready to mingle. No, mingle, and then go back to your cocoon. Now, there's this babe, she was called Valentine's. See, now, by this, you guys have done the most for Valentine's.
100%.
I mean, I've seen there's so much pressure. You're lucky. You've seen how guys have been having pressure for Valentine's.
I know,
Bro.
right?
But sijui for helicopters and sijui the okay,
Billboards.
I think that was for last year, but one. There was a thing at was it Kempinski?
The one for 7 million.
I think
dinner,
so. Some
the one
ridiculous
night.
amount.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for one day, for one night.
But
Yeah.
Like if you spread that money out like through
no, he don't want the money to spread. He wants other things to spread. Right? But let me ask you, Joyce, real talk, right? Because I was talking to some babes yesterday and I was asking them, Valentine's is like, okay, we don't care about Valentine's. But on the day of Valentine's,
Yeah,
right?
you
And
change your
when you
mind.
start seeing people being, spoiled and things are happening, that's when you're like, shit, nobody love me, right? So there's pressure. Imagine a guy has booked now, like someone you're dating,
Yeah.
right? Has booked that for you. How many Instagram videos will you take? Hata watu Malaysia si watajua umepeleka
Everybody
huko.
will know.
Right? Even if it's someone who you're talking in passing,
Yeah.
they'll say, hey, so you come for dinner. Then they tell you they've booked this thing. I'm in. I'm in for the
Forget
videos.
everything I said. Forget everything I said.
Yeah,
I'm
because
in.
I feel like it's as much. Like, look, even if it's you've broken your own bank and you've sold your car and you're on loan, whatever, that's none of my
don't care.
business. 15th, you can now go to your side
Go
piece.
get broke over there on
But
that side.
who told me
Yeah.
15th is for side pieces?
Me. Because it's true though. They don't get like the main day, they get the next day.
Damn.
Yeah.
So this babe,
Unless
a guy
the main
does.
one gets a getaway.
Does-
Exactly. So itabidi
No.
ungoje hadi next
Twenty.
week.
This guy makes a plan. You know, he's done the whole shebang, the whole 9 yards to surprise this babe. Then she gets there and she's just like, is this it? Imagine.
Wow.
What?
Threw it all in his face, threw the flowers in his face. It's just like the guy has booked. She was expecting to be in a specific hotel, right? The guy didn't get the hint. He's gone and booked a downtown, some random 2-star, 3-star hotel. So she's actually now just throwing it in his face, like, what? You had all this time. You had a whole year to plan. I'm not saying she's from Nigeria, but that's what happened, right? So imagine,
Guy.
like, there's even a level you've worked out of. These are the things I expect. Has a babe ever given you a list of like expectations? No, maybe
No.
not a list, but at least she's given you a hint. Babe, we should do this for Valentine's.
Now, me, one thing I don't like is I gave you a hint and you didn't get it. If you want something, just go on and say, like, this would be dope on
Wait,
Valentine's.
so
Day,
you-
or this would be dope for a getaway. So at least you know. But now hints, how would I know that?
Am I supposed to read your mind?
That time I
Specific?
showed you a video of Bali. I wanted to go to Bali for Valentine's Day. So you just say you want to go to Bali. And then
Lakini
now
ni
you
Bali
start
sana.
planning.
Tuanzia hapa Tanzania.
Ni mbali
Yes.
sana.
It's nearer.
Stop giving hints.
Zanzibar.
Because just like that, when the person would see that video of, our holiday trip, you might think, Zanzibar would be okay. You take this babe to Zanzibar.
She's like, no,
what
I
is
wanted
this?
Bali.
Also, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You should always let people know exactly. But
you want,
this is the world that we live in, 2024. Yani, you have to even tell people the kind of gifts to bring you. You understand? I think that as my person, you are booking this trip because you love me. Right? You're trying to do something special for me or for us. Right? So if you think taking me to Limuru, right, for us to do some picnic somewhere is what you've planned, right? Where did we learn this thing that you can deny gifts? Like, when did we learn this? Because your lesson bado sijafika, where someone can give you a gift and you say, this is not sufficient, this is not what I asked for. Where did we get that?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying as if it's something that's completely out of what the person wanted.
Even birthdays, right? Now, people will tell you, like, or weddings, for example, right? And guys reach a place where they're like, don't just bring for them glasses. There's a list of blah, 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 where you can gifts to buy for them. No.
Yeah, but for weddings...
I don't think there's
No.
there's anything wrong with that.
I went to Tanzania and I saw a mango that reminded me of you, and I've wrapped it and I'm bringing it to your wedding. Right? I want you guys to be healthy, vitamin D up in this family. Right? I've come with a bunch of oranges, vitamin C up in that bitch. Carrots, macho yako, so that you can keep your eyes on each other.
Wow.
Right?
Weddings is absolutely
An apple
different
a
from
day
Valentine's
keeps
Day.
the doctor away.
Oh my
right?
God.
But then you've written for me list there to sofa, fridge, sijui, kettle. No, that's not how gifting works, guys.
What
So
if you
what
give
are they
them
gonna
that
do with
and they
glasses?
throw it away anyway?
Yeah.
No, that's the whole idea of gifting, guys. You can't pick the gift that
But
someone...
you have to know the person you're gifting.
Exactly.
So that you know what to get
But
them.
also the person who's being gifted should know that a gift is a thought.
Yeah, and it has to be thoughtful to me.
No, this commercial shit is what has now pushed us. We were buying glasses because we were trying to be super. Our parents were trying to be like cool. Like, hey, nimekuja kwa nyumba yako na hiyo grass yenye niliona hapo. Right? I'm helping you soup up your house. But now you are starting to write lists at your wardrobe. Wardrobe?
Yeah.
I was going to buy for your shirt, bruv.
Yeah, but if
And you put there wardrobe.
Yeah.
Now I
Because
can't.
your friends can afford it.
I cannot decently walk to someone's wedding with a gift.
What do you mean?
Why?
I'm going to be judged. Someone is just seeing ati ameleta picha. Picha ya
When
nani?
you're not gonna wrap it.
Picha ya nani?
When you're not gonna wrap
Picha
it.
ya nani? Kwa sababu si kulikuwa na fridge hapo is missing. Why couldn't you buy for her tire for her car? Tire for her car. I want to buy a picture. I've taken a picture of us when we're in Mombasa, when we're in Form 1, right? And I've framed it. And I've brought for her, like, remember me.
I think a wedding
That
gift,
it's the gift.
A
That's
wedding
what
gift
I
you
want.
can
At
ask
this
for
point,
it, but
are
a
you guys
Valentine's
close
Day
friends?
gift you can't.
Or are you guys like
That's what I'm
acquaintances?
saying. Listen, guys, you remove yourself from the matrix first. Let's get out of the matrix, right? Let's go to normal settings. 010101, right? Right? We're out of the computer. Guys, birthday gifts back in the day, right? Let's imagine your birthday celebration when you're a kid, right? Whatever you like, if it's at your house, as we know, we're coming to blow that cake.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing we're bringing for you is saliva. Whilst we blow all over your cake, right? And then if you're lucky, my mom maybe she went to the shop, she bought maybe a toy gun or a toy car, whatever. Your mom can't give us a list of what things Joyce needs. That she has too many cars. That's none of our business.
But I'm sure
you
of course
can
they'd ask,
donate
you
them.
know?
You can donate these cars, right, to a children's home. Okay, but you can't tell us, I know she has too many cars. Bring shirts.
Now,
So you want to
Watch
bring
ujinga.
a gift. So you want someone to accept the gift, even though they won't use it or keep it.
That's
the only thing.
That's what gifts are. That's why people used to bring souvenirs, right?
Yeah.
I've gone to Poland. I've gone to Portugal.
Yeah.
We've gone to Portugal. I've seen a coin, right? Like a coin, like a maybe an old coin, right?
Yeah.
Of their currency. And I've decided to get it pierced onto like a bracelet, right? And I'm bringing someone. And then this person, they had a list. No, I wanted a shirt written, I love Amsterdam. bitch.
So
Go
you-
get yourself a shard written, I love Amsterdam.
I think like what you're getting wrong is different kinds of occasions have got different kinds of ways of gifting.
Yeah, of gifting, yeah.
Like if it's a birthday, then birthdays you can ask for what you want.
Yeah.
Weddings you can ask for what you want. Valentine's
Who set these
Day-
rules? I want to know. Where were these rules set? Because
I mean,
this is,
they're not
and
set
that's what I'm
anywhere,
saying.
but
You're
you just
inside.
know.
You know what?
No,
you know
but
what?
only
Someone
reason-
said these
Someone's
ideas.
birthday,
Yeah.
if you are able to get someone what they want for their birthday, you ask them what you want for your birthday. What do you
Yeah.
want for Christmas?
See, that's what I'm telling you
What do
guys.
want for your
What
wedding?
happened?
But Valentine's Day, you don't ask for it.
Supermarkets.
So I think you're confusing.
Supermarkets are the ones who started giving people this thing for weddings, right? So before people would bring glasses, they'd bring, whatever your pocket could afford.
Yeah.
But now people are bringing cash vouchers. Like
Yeah.
you're giving the couple money, okay? Bro, and majority of people who are going to weddings, like my presence should be enough. Okay? Like I'm here as a witness, not as a gifter. I'm not a three wise men. Okay.
Yeah, but there are also weddings that tell you don't bring gifts.
I've never.
Yeah, I've been to
In
those
my
that they're like, don't
whole
bring gifts.
entire existence.
I swear to
all
God.
I hear about is there's a list, right? Okay, I hate weddings, so I don't know.
Yeah, they'll
but
be like, don't bring gifts.
why I was
I've
talking
had
about
bring
that,
money.
I was talking
Yeah.
about
Don't bring gifts, bring money.
Yeah, you can
But-
bring money,
yeah,
obviously, but
just
like they
party,
tell you don't.
bring-
Yeah, they tell you don't bring gifts.
I tried
Amma,
to do a
that's-
party the other day and I told guys to only bring money. Guys asked me what's the occasion. I said it's Saturday. I said it's Saturday, bring me money. But the one for Valentine's, see, this babe was refusing the gift
The
this
gift
guy
that
was
she
giving
yeah,
her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy, I don't know what that is, but it has happened. But the guy was giving her a gift, she refused the gift, right?
No,
She wanted
okay.
a
specific gift.
why do you think guys show more pressure for Valentine's,
true, that's
right?
true.
It's
Yeah,
babes,
yeah.
right? You see, and it's babes and also guys, right? So today, Kelly
think
will see
babes put pressure on themselves.
Gilly has worked hard. Gilly has done for Joyce. He has done billboard, blah, blah, blah. So Joyce will start hinting in the house. Hey, umeona venye... me, I'll start hinting. Hey, unaona venye Joyce anapendwa. Anyway, your flowers zimedry hapo zile za Valentine's. Billboard ya Joyce, where? Hey, umeona gari ya Joyce. So I'm already planting seeds in this guy's head. So now what will he do? He's planned we go for our usual vacation. Maybe we do camping, although that's not a black man's agenda,
absolutely
right?
not.
We've gone camping, right? He wants
Go
me to see
sleep
all the
outside.
stars in just the
Excuse
most
me.
beautiful place. Like in me, my whole mind, the whole time I'm just telling him, hey, uliona gari ya Joyce? Uliona simu ya Joyce? So now, are you going to give me starlights or are you also going to struggle to get me something?
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
physical
I think
thing.
That's the downside of social media, because a lot of people will try and compare their relationships compared to what they are seeing on social media. Not even something they know to be true. You'll see Joyce with like the billboards and all the flowers and the car and all of that.
Yeah.
And then it's the same guy who in the house is beating my ass.
her
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, why
Like,
do we always go for
just look-
beating? Maybe he's cheating on
yeah,
her.
or he's cheating or whatever. But you, according to what you've seen on social media, now you're trying to get your man to be to give you the exact same things that this other person has, and that in general makes them not feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Like I understand why a lot of men are angry. I'm not trying to like just
Justify it, yeah.
the stupid things that they've done. But you can imagine day after day, you working your ass off and then coming home and basically having your wife or your girlfriend tell you that's not enough.
Yeah.
Like that's basically what that girl did.
Yeah.
Like she knows his financial state, and for him to even go out to the point where he's like, bro, like he's even borrowing money.
Yeah.
He has a loan here so that he can do all of these things for you, and you still look at him and you tell him that's not enough. You understand how?
But
frustrating
Joyce,
that is.
imagine I don't even blame. Like, to be honest, me
Yeah.
in this world, right? Me, I speak for myself when I say this.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should own the things that are happening to them. In fact, there's a book I'm reading that's telling me that the things that are happening to you are because of your thoughts. Right? Everything the life experience you're having is a sum of your thoughts, right? So if you think this is what you deserve, if you think you should be, with somebody who only values the material aspects of you, great.
Yeah.
I don't blame the woman and I don't blame the man. It's a system that they're both eating from, right? The man gets power from providing for this woman and the woman gets power or whatever, gets gifts, right? Yeah. Imagine I've never been like, we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
I have never in my whole life since I left my father's house. My dad was the last man who ever took care of me. I have never had somebody let me pay your rent, like I sit back and I'm just like, babe, how can you, like, when I hear such things, to me, they're so, it's such a
bizarre.
foreign concept. It's like, wait, so how do you start paying her bills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like, and I know women right now, you're just saying, Combox, shut up, right? Like, I'm speaking for my goddamn self. I have
maybe
never.
Like, give us some tips and
I've
tricks,
dated.
man.
I've dated, and this has been a point of concern, right? Like, why can't you just let me do a few stuff for you? I'm like, am I your child? I'm not your child, right? And then, what is it? I mean, if you're providing for me because I'm your wife, that makes sense, right? But you're providing for me because I'm your girlfriend, and now you're getting pissed at me because I don't want the things. And for me, it's a control issue as well. If I let you do that,
you
then
feel like they're controlling you.
I have to submit to a few things which I'm not ready for. So let me pay my bills. And I'm talking to women who are also saying, look, for me, I'm looking at a scenario where if I meet a guy, like my money is my money, his money is his money, right? We get into the union, we don't split, like we don't have joint accounts. Okay?
Yeah.
We have a plan of how we are paying for things together, but no at TCG, his money is coming into my account, da da da. So that even if it's leaving,
everyone lives with
What
what
if he
they
has
have.
Dangote type of money?
you see, this is how men always think that. Carrie, this is how
dead serious.
men always
Okay,
think
what
that
if you
women,
have
that
Dangote
all
kind of
women
money?
want money, right? Not all
I'm not
women.
Saying, I'm not saying you want money. I'm saying like, what if he's like that, like a multi
Millionaire.
billionaire?
You know?
Don't get me wrong.
And
you can
he's
keep
like,
your
you know what,
billions.
Yes, you have your money, but I mean, you'd look good driving a Rolls Royce Cullinan. So you know what? Let me put this
As my
money-
husband,
Yeah.
great.
Not as your husband,
Yeah.
like you're
As your
dating.
boyfriend, yeah.
And
Carrie,
it's in your name and everything.
you see, why on
still say
God's
no.
green earth, right? And I say this without fear or favor.
What do I
I've
feel
met
like there's an episode
here,
like
Carrie.
we could just play back where she's like she wants private jets, you know, choppers that don't make noise.
But you're not listening to me. I'm answering your
There's one,
question.
yeah.
Hear me out, right? We all aspire to that. Everybody wants somebody who's just providing things for them, right? Hypothetically, right? I speak about this, I think even when we were working together, Nini at Homeboys, I always used to say this, right? Like, oh my God, I want a sponyo. And Mike reached a place where he was like, no, you don't, right? I speak, when I'm having challenges with money, I'm just like, shit, imagine if I had a sponyo, or I have to wake up to go do some jobo or work long hours. At that point, I'm like, shit, if I had a sponyo, right? But genuinely, I don't want that, right? If a man wants to provide for you, like say that's Rolls Royce, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Real realistic. Okay. Who the fuck wants to do that? Who is this Santa Claus? Right? There are very few of them, right? And I have witnessed people like this, right? People who are, money ain't a thing. They can even give you house keys, you know, like all sorts of things.
Yeah, I'm still
right?
looking for a sugar daddy,
But
by the
that
way.
is the antithesis of who I am.
Yeah.
My whole issue is I want to be in control of my life. I want to be in control. Even simple things like, Ati, meet me at this restaurant. I'm like, we didn't agree to that shit, bro. I don't have the time. Let's try again tomorrow, right? But you see, if I've taken your Land Rover or whatever, right? You tell me, meet me at that restaurant. Hi, Daddy. No, I don't feel like I'm playing video games in the house, right?
Hi, guys. It's been a while. It's me again. And you know, when you see me here, what I'm asking you guys to do, kindly, politely, if you see it well-fitting in your heart for you to subscribe, please do. Thank you.
That's for me. That's the key issue. I mean, everybody wants a rich person.
Yeah, bro, I'm still looking for a sugar daddy, guys.
Who's dead?
Like, slide in my DM. You know, like as close to death as possible.
You see? Oh, you know why she's saying that?
went
Do you know
on
why
a
she's
date
saying
before.
that? She's not trying to have sex. She's not trying to have those random. She's not trying to be in love. You just want the money aspect. But I have a different way of looking at it. 2024 is my year. I'm not saying I want a sponyo. I'm saying that sponyo money, I want it. Right? I want to be my own sponyo.
Yeah.
Because when I keep saying that, I'm attracting some random negative.
I know,
okay,
right?
let me not say negative. The wrong kind of people that think that. So they
Money
come into
is
my life and they
everything.
think that this is what I need. No,
Yeah.
bro, that's not what I need. Yeah.
Now, from all of that, don't you think this whole story of Valentine's Day and gifting and finding the right gift and getting to provide for someone, the pressure is not something that your partner would give you for you to go and do ABCD and spoil them on Valentine's Day. Pressure is something that you actually give yourself. Now you are there thinking, oh, I've got to do this. I've got to, my partner is talking about, have you seen Joyce's billboard? Have you seen Joyce's car? Or have you seen Joyce's phone? So you're like, you know what? I'm the one who now needs to put in more work and actually get something. So is pressure given, or do you just feel it yourself and people just end up putting themselves in holes, putting themselves in situations where they
Yeah, you're like putting themselves in holes. I didn't say nothing.
Imagine I feel like I've graduated. I'm a full adult right now.
I didn't say nothing.
See, I didn't even laugh at that shit.
Yeah, imagine. I didn't say nothing.
So
Let's
do
continue.
you think people put themselves in such situations?
I'd love to
where
hear Joyce's
they think about
thought on this.
That be the ones who are thinking, wow, I need to do something for Valentine's Day because where she's demanding.
I mean, that's a very interesting question. So yes, sometimes the pressure can be internal, and again, I blame social media because I'm not saying this pressure didn't exist before. It's just social media has amplified this kind of pressure, because you're looking at someone who's the same age as you, probably went to the same schools, you had all the same opportunities, and then you're like, why do I have less money? Why am I not in a better place than them? So obviously the pressure can be internal, but in a relationship, it can also be external, especially with us women. We're like, wow, must be nice. You know, those ones you like start hinting, wow, just got 12,000 roses, red roses, must be nice. So that way it's both external and internal, but also the whole thing, because I had a boyfriend who kept asking me, are you sure Valentine's Day is not a big deal? Are you sure Valentine's Day is not a big deal? Are you sure? I'm like, bro, I already told you, we can literally sit in the house and have dinner and like call it a night. And he was not believing it. I wasn't lying.
No, she wasn't lying.
But he
I
wasn't
wouldn't believe that
believing. Yeah,
answer.
exactly. You see, he wasn't believing it because like, yeah, women will say that, and then when the day comes, you don't do anything. It's a problem.
Yeah.
I was like, I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, meant it. So he just did something basic like a breakfast in bed, a few flowers, and we moved on with our lives. And the day ended, we went home, slept. But he could not believe that I actually meant that Valentine's is not a big deal. Because if you know me, you know I love love. So I don't see the point of putting all of that in one day. All these things you would do on Valentine's Day, imagine if you spread them out on like random days. Imagine how surprised I would actually be. You know?
And I'd say the pressure is 1,000% internal.
But
honestly,
it's also external.
And this is what I'd say, right? If it doesn't mean anything to you as an individual, right? And even if and the person, of course, you're hoping that the person you're doing life with has similar values to you. Yeah. So for you, it's like, I'll celebrate you every day, right? Exactly. I don't need that day, right? But to her, it means something, right? You can step out of your comfort zone to make her feel special.
Yeah.
That's given.
Exactly.
That's if you want to. Not, she's now giving you pressure.
Yeah.
Babe, this means something to me. And you know for a fact, you know that this is just a commercial, paganist love fest, right? That
doesn't really mean much
that
to you.
Capitalism created so that they can sell things on a February. There's nothing going on in February. It's January.
It's
back to
Christmas,
school,
January.
you know, so they'll sell things there. Then February there was nothing.
So
then
they put something.
Valentine's, make people spend. Hotels have nini. Then you get to Easter. There's things going on. So you always have to create holidays, right? So these holidays mean nothing. Like in real relationship, they should mean nothing. Yeah. But if they mean something to the other person, make an effort.
Yeah,
but
exactly. True.
if you now, like the both of you have agreed, it means nothing. Then as we're counting down, you start seeing the ads. You start seeing what other people are doing. Yeah. And then you feel the pressure. You break into your bank. You're saving for things and you break in there to give this babe an experience. Let me tell you, my brother. Let me tell you, my sister. Nyinyi ni mafala.
Yeah.
Do I need to explain?
No, you don't.
Because somebody created a reason for you to spend.
Yeah.
You hadn't prepped
and
for
you
it.
felt the pressure.
You didn't even, like sasa umempeleka sijui Kempinski, right? Mumekula pesa yote, now you are living. And you know, like,
next month.
So
do you know how many, do you know how many couples, Carrie, do you know how many couples get into marriage? The man takes a loan to throw an ostentatious bath so that she can be carried in horse and carriage. Now horse and carriage unaweza nunua, unaweza mpeleka inaitwaje sijui wapi, a ride 100 bob, a ride. But you've taken a loan for 3 million.
Man.
Why the fuck would
Now
you take a loan for a wedding?
Your marriage with debt.
Na sasa mnaweza ingia kwa eji ni free.
Man, imagine free.
So you see those kind of pressures.
Yeah.
I can't respect a man like that.
Yeah,
I can't.
true.
Not in a bad. Not
if
for
you
my.
succumb to that
For me,
pressure,
if like you show me that during Valentine's and you do all that, and you know, and I know where we are financially.
Yeah.
What it will make me do is I know that I can't do life with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't be
Because
relied
you
on.
Yeah,
Where
true.
is that
if
money coming
tomorrow,
from?
if like now we are there 10 years into our marriage,
Okay.
right? We have a kid and then we're taking the kid to school. And then all the other parents are saying, yo, we should take the kids to Mombasa, Diani, right? They want to book flights. And that's we know we can't afford it.
Yeah.
But now you're saying,
School
hey,
fees.
we cannot be seen.
Not going.
Not-
Then now you
Yeah.
convince
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
with,
facts.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing life together.
Yeah.
So for that guy whose babe, but he said the Valentine's Day was trash
Aitoshi,
after
yeah.
Aitoshi.
Imagine.
I mean, those are tell signs. Like you actually get to know who you are. You can't spend life with them.
See, man.
Exactly. And I
Okay.
think that's why there are a lot of breakups after Valentine's. There are a lot of men who realize that. There are a lot of women who think they can get better. Like, Asina needed a bigger thing for her on Valentine's. Then I'm
Yeah.
going to break up with this guy and find someone who can do that for me.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like
Or
that's
vice
why
versa.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, where you
yeah.
find
Valentine's.
a guy, you know, this thing gives people so much pressure
Yeah.
that you get to see people for who they really truly are,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
during that festive time, you know, because you can imagine a guy has, hey, guys, there's a guy he has spent right to, you know, and you can feel his pressure. He has taken a hotel room. He has spent like 200K, right? Like he's done all these things, right? And the babe is not like, you're dating, but she's not completely in love with you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So everything, like she's not even like super excited about this plan because like what you think is like, I've broken bank,
Yeah.
right? Maybe her ex took her to,
Malaysia.
you know. So she's sitting there just looking at you like, is this it?
Yeah, is this
right?
it?
She's
Yeah.
not as, you know, impressed,
Yeah.
right? So now this guy, because she's not impressed, he keeps making comments like, yo, you know how much I spent? You know how much this hotel is? You know how much this? By the time this
Bro,
babe leaves here, she's very clear.
She's not coming back.
I never want to be with this
100%,
guy.
no, 100%,
Right? So
that's
it could
true.
be also the flips. I mean, there's so many reasons.
Yeah, that's what, but I honestly feel like that's a few of the reasons because
Yeah.
when there's a lot of pressure, someone is bound to crack.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people crack under the pressure on Valentine's Day, and then that's when you realize, should I really be with this person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel that's
Yeah.
when people like break up. So
Yeah.
moral of
Oh,
the story
yeah.
is start looking for a relationship after Valentine's.
Paul, if you guys are, if you know we are talking to somebody right now, then
I should have known. I should have.
money.
And then
Shit.
also, because like the way you said, like there was a guy who spent more money on her. Unpopular opinion. Can we normalize guys dating within their financial bracket? I know I will. you'll fight me.
Alright, so
I
now,
know
what does-
someone will fight me, but
what
can
does-
we normalize it, please? Stop
Honestly,
trying
What
to
does
be.
that-
Joyce, I
what
want
does
to
that
hear
mean?
what you have to say
Wait.
about this
Yeah.
first.
What does that mean? Like you date someone that you generally make the same amount of money,
Yes.
or you date to your means. Like
Yeah, date according to your means, man. Don't
you won't
break-
say let's go Valentine's at Kempinski.
Yeah, that time you haven't
let's-
paid rent.
Yeah, let's do an hotel.
Don't do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do. We might as
Which
well
one?
do,
Which
do
one are you
something
saying?
else. Find something else to do that is within your financial. Should I call it tax bracket? No, between your financial bracket. Because what usually happens is, like Kwambok said, she probably has been with someone who has made more money than you, but you, because you want to prove to her that you can be the guy, that I am the one for you, I will work so hard, I will make sure you have everything you need. Do you have the means to actually back what you're saying? Because if you're going to date someone who's let me not bring up the 3%ers, but if you're going to date a 3%er, you know how a 3%er lives, right? And if you can't afford to take her to the places that she wants to go, or if you can't afford to even just go 50-50, I'm not saying that you have to pay for everything. Just date someone who's in your financial bracket. That way, the whole pressure for money, you've seen the stupid things men have done out here for money. People are in debt. They even guys who come on TV to start borrowing money, I won't mention any names, affluent people who will come start saying, I'm in debt, please help me, here's my pay bill number. How do you think they got there? They're trying to live beyond their means. And 100%, there was not 100, 99%, there was a woman involved.
Yeah.
He was trying to show her, you live in Kileleshwa.
Yeah.
I'll show you the lifestyle of someone who lives in Kileleshwa.
You know, umefungua
And
a can of worms.
And that time you
and that time you live in, and you don't even have to not live in Kileleshwa, but you're not, Hash is paying rent for 70K, you're paying rent for 30K.
But unajua jua kali ndio alipoteza machali hapa. Historia nataka msichana geti kali.
Geti kali.
Geti kali atakumaliza, my friend.
That's what Sanaipe said. She's like, lazima uweze define whatever.
No, but
yeah.
okay, I have a different.
Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, but I have a different perspective. I wish we could all get to a place where we teach everybody to value themselves,
Yeah.
right? So if you put the value in the money, and this is getting to your point, right? So guys have been told mwana many wallet. I'm stuck with someone in fact, lakini that's what the streets say, right? So now look at that scenario where I'm dating you and the previous guy I was dating is Dangote, right? You know, you will consistently be competing with Dangote. You know, you're not in a relationship with me anymore. You're in a relationship to prove to
with
Dangote.
This phantom of
you get a man who's not even listening to you, right? Or you know, maybe there are things I want. Maybe let me just also put this out there. There are women who are ill-raised. Ill-raised. They feel like there are people out there who should be their doormats, right? Like their ATM machine. You treat and abuse and do whatever. I don't speak for those, right? I'm talking about you're meeting a normal person. You have a pool of 5 babes to pick from, but you go to the one who
you can't afford.
I get it. She's hot, she's paying, she's everything, right? But money is not everything at the same time, right? We need to stop prioritizing money in a relationship because you can't fall in love with someone who's broker than you. The thing is, will he accept that I'm not with him because of money? Right? Will he accept that to me, money is not everything, right? Will he accept society's narrative of him, right? Or will he be bringing to me every day out there, people are looking at him because he's broker than me?
True. Yeah.
You
That's
get
also another
so
issue.
all these things that I've mentioned are not happening outside. They're happening within this individual, right? So I feel like also men should play their part. If you see a babe only wants money, like why would you finance that shit?
Exactly.
Cut that shit and find a better one. And you can't tell me what and then you've only dated 3 babes. Maze tembea toka Karatina fika Nairobi.
Let me just comment on that because I like what you said because for me, I look at babes different ways. There's those that are used to be provided for and those that can't provide for themselves. And I feel like from what you said, Ati, don't date someone that you can't afford. That's someone who's used to being to be provided for. So why would a guy, if I'm a guy, I'd never go and date someone who's used to be provided for because that means you just like to sit and things come your way. I mean, in this time and age, man, you should also be putting in work. And it sometimes, if yes, I'm making more money than you, then I could help you in doing A, B, C, D. But it's not always all the time that a guy would go and let's say that you go and date a babe that is way ahead of you. And then now you put yourself in that pressure where you're trying to give her that life. I mean, she's been having that life. As long as getting that life, like you've been getting it the decent way, then there ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's why it's the same financial bracket. Like, are we in the same bracket when it comes to the amount of money that we earn? I'm not saying come and pay my rent and buy me cars and do all of those things. But like also like Kwambok said, if you end up dating a guy, especially for guys, because you guys, your egos are way more fragile than any species that has ever existed. When you're dating a guy who earns less than you and people around him know that you earn more money than him, if they start looking at him funny, they're for, hey, you okay with your girl paying rent? You okay with your girl driving a better car than you? If he doesn't crumble to that pressure, then maybe you guys can have a future. But something as small as his friends being like, you guys
so
go
now
on a
you
date
have
and your
to
girl pays. That pressure will affect him as well. And he's still going to try and hold on and be like, oh, but she's so beautiful. She's financially stable. Like, I want this one. But can you handle it?
Is it possible?
Have you ever dated a guy who makes less money than you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Pressure.
So do you like, let's say you're out with a group of friends, do you pay?
Do I give him money to pay under the table?
Or you give him money to pay under the table, or you give him money before you leave the house?
I don't do any of the above.
I pay.
Let me tell you. You just pay. Me, I've never dated a guy who earns less than me. But I have had friends, including somebody right now who she's barely making any money, but the husband, there's different. Not all Kenyan men think like you, right? People, they're different backgrounds and different stereotypes that have been, encapsulated in society. What do I mean? I want to go back to what Joyce was saying. So I don't think love is about money. But where we are in society right now, a lot of people have equated love with money. I do believe that you can fall in love with somebody who's in a different money bracket with you.
100%.
And you guys can make it work if both of you are are focused on the love and not the provisions. But you cannot dispute money in a relationship. Why do I say that? A guy's ego, right, to be provided for. You can be okay with me earning money. And I've seen it. I've seen it in lower cadre and I've seen it in higher cadre, right? You can be okay with me earning more than you, me providing, me paying bills, right? But the innate essence of a man is to provide. So funny enough, you will find someone to provide because your provision, you tie to respect.
Yeah.
And a man says he doesn't want love, he wants respect, right? So the fact that he is not, because like, for example, if you walk into any room today, right? And you say, if there's like 5 of your boys chilling and you say, leta chupa hapo, you automatically become the chief, right? There's a conqueror, the champion, right? That's respect comes with money, right? Disrespect is not the babe she's rolled her eyes at you or nini. It's the fact that she asked you and you couldn't provide. That to you, the fact that you couldn't give the money is lack of respect. So you have to go find where that 5 bob of yours will be respected. You understand? And so you'll find a guy, he has a wife, he's cool, everything is so, they have a beautiful house, and then he has kept a 25-year-old campus babe. Why? Because he feels respected. He can provide for her. And that's why ladies are defaulting into this thought that Joyce is saying, that why not find someone in your money level, right? So that you don't feel, she's sitting on me. Because men out there, these kick-out meetings they're having, they say babes clear you when they have money.
Imagine. And all you're doing is just your job, man. Like, I worked so hard to get here. Now all of a sudden, nimekukalia.
But there are babes who kalia.
You know what I mean?
There are babes who have comments. You're just like,
and I think the thing is, like, yes, falling in love with someone who earns less money than you is okay, and it happened. It happened so many times. It's been happening for centuries. But I am honestly at a place where I can say love is not enough. When it comes to a relationship, you can be head over heels in love with like even a chokora. But at the end of the day, even if you look at the statistics of the reason why people divorce, finances is up there. It's top 2. It's infidelity, finances.
But it's not a lack of. Just if you check, it's not the lack of.
But it's about finances.
It's about finances. It's either
generally
we are not splitting, or someone feels like they're giving too much over the other, or someone feels like they're in control of it. You get, and this becomes
money is always going to
but
be
yes,
such a
also
big
men
issue.
not having money can be very difficult for dating. Is that can we discuss that in another episode? Because we're about to wind up. I want us to go into, this is a very special month. Fuck Valentine's. As we're single, we don't care about that shit. As we care about 29th babies.
29th, by the way. Leap year babies.
Leap year baby.
How old are you now?
Do you have any friend who's a leap year baby?
Yeah, I have a cousin. He's called Kevin. Shout out to Kevin. We'll tell you happy birthday this year. He was born 29th.
So how old is he supposed to turn?
How old is he now? Because there's no way
he is right now. He is 30. He is 37.
Divide by 7. Divide by 7.
No.
So
like he's 37 if you are counting every single goddamn year.
Oh, okay.
So now I don't know. You divide by
your
what?
math
that one. How many leap years? Guys, do the math. Someone do the math.
So see, divide by. So now we divide by 4. So 4 divide by that number. Your cousin is 10. 8. Yeah, bruh.
8.
He's 8, so he's allowed to act childish.
Yes.
No, guys, for real though.
How do you? Because do you celebrate your birthday on the 28th? If it didn't show up, if the year didn't show up,
do you turn a year older? Guys, we're so curious. I'm not even like.
If funny, this year there was no May 9th, have I turned that year?
No, you haven't.
No, like on a serious note though.
No,
like
you
what
haven't.
happens?
So them their years, our years are 365.
Yeah.
Then they are 365 times 4.
Yes.
So a year for them is like 1,000 plus for them to turn. What in the elephant is going on?
No, stop joking.
Yeah, for real. Because now when do you celebrate your birthday? 1st of March.
Even
It's
him,
not your
like
birthday.
the mom didn't think of like changing the birth certificate. I swear to God, in the hospital, I'd be like, work a fast match.
I don't think they
not
can.
Going to be at 29th.
What in the gangster is going on?
You can imagine. You have to change it.
Anywho, I feel like these 29th babies, we should do something special for them.
We should.
Yeah, because
this happens once every 4 years.
Once every 4 years. So in the spirit of this is our first one.
Yes.
We are planning to do a special
link up.
Carries, what did you call it?
A bash.
Oh my
It's
God.
not a bash.
It needs
You're
to
making
be
it
a
sound
Unajua
like-
sasa, unajua
Sherehe.
Kenya, shida ya Kenya ndio hii. Unasema
It's-
kuja kuna
Kusema
bash,
bash ni
alafu
sherehe.
unapata mzinga moja.
It's a
Na
bash.
matambla ka 20.
It's a bash.
You see bash. What
We're
what
doing a
constitutes a bash? Like how do you, if someone calls you for a gathering on like Friday, they tell you, hey, come over to my place, right? Like today.
Yeah.
Right? What constitutes it to become a bash?
A
There are
loss
more
of
than
memory.
10 people.
What?
Yeah, like you forget.
What the hell?
You know how you'd go out and then the next morning you're talking to someone, you're like, we even met. You're like, for real?
Yeah.
That was a bash.
No, that's called mental illness.
Nah.
Right? Like you're losing your memory on
No, a bash is
drunks.
more than 10 people. Under 10 people, it can be a gathering.
Lakini kuna mzinga moja hapo.
But
la-
still, no, si kila mtu anakuja na mzinga yake. Kwani mko nini? Date watu wako kwa tax bracket.
Friend. On that note, let's leave it there. Guys, follow us, follow this page, like, subscribe, and then go to our Instagram page, right? Or our TikTok handle, that's Boxpod Studio. And let us know if you're a 29th baby, right? You and a friend come through. We will definitely be throwing a bash. We'll tell you the secret location, and the rest of you can come and celebrate with us. We'll have cake, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're doing a leap year, baby! Birthday party! Yeah, because we know your people don't even know you were born.
Man.
Honestly. You, if you date someone who's born on 29th,
That's
I
the
would
best.
lie. If I was born on the 29th, I would lie.
I'd have to.
That's
I
the
would
best.
always
Then the time
lie.
you're dating Dangote,
I would
you have to wait
lie.
4 years for him to buy for your
Do you
birthday
know
gift.
the longest
Shit.
relationship I've been is 3 years. So can you imagine if I was dating that person? You'd never get to celebrate their birthday.